I know that I haven't put any videos up on this channel, and this channel was basically to track my weight loss journey, which was back in December that I started, and 2 weeks later I found out I was pregnant. Now I do have a lot of weight to lose, and I wish I could have lost a good chunk of that weight before I did get pregnant, but you know what, I am beyond happy, and even though my weight does concern me, I'm just taking it one day at a time. So I'm just gonna start these weekly or bi-weekly videos, haven't really decided yet. I'm just talking about my pregnancy and, you know, updating everybody on how I'm doing. And the reason that I'm doing these videos is because, okay, let me get one thing straight. I'm not bashing any of you smaller girls out there, because, you know, I wish I was thinner, but, you know, there's not a lot of information out there for us, you know, bigger girls, and especially when it comes to pregnancy. I know a lot of people have questions, especially if you are overweight before and get pregnant. So I just want to start these things as a form of like support, and because a lot of people don't really understand or might have a negative thought toward, you know, bigger women. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start this video up. So as of today is what day is it? It is Sunday, January 27th, and today I am 8 weeks and 3 days. Now, if you're counting from the first date of my last period, I would be 9 weeks and 3 days. But I went in for an ultrasound at what I thought was supposed to be exactly 7 weeks, and by the measurement of the sex, since it was so early on, the ultrasound technician, she told me that I was 6 weeks along. So that's what I'm going by now, because I think a measurement of your actual baby is more accurate than going by your last monthly period, only because I might have ovulated later than I thought I did. But anyways, I am 8 weeks and 3 days. I had my first ultrasound at, like I said, at 6 weeks, and we couldn't hear a heartbeat. The ultrasound technician said that she's seeing the heartbeat, so that's what they were looking for, just to make sure the baby was doing fine. So I didn't get to hear it, unfortunately, because it was too soon. I have gone in for a second appointment, and the nurse practitioner that seen me, she didn't want to use the Doppler to check either, because she said we weren't going to be able to hear anything. So I am right now just waiting and waiting, and honestly, pregnancy is just like a complete waiting game. And in the beginning it's kind of like not frustrating, but just you're so anxious to just feel your baby move and see your belly grow. And especially for us plus size girls, like, you always wonder, like, am I really gonna show? But I might put a comparison picture in here, and I'll have a belly shot later, which you will see at the end of the video. But my stomach has grown in the past 3 weeks, and I don't bloat at all. So I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is, because, you know, baby is supposed to be way down low right now, and I keep like thinking that I might be having twins, you know, because especially having an ultrasound so early on, it's so easy to miss, you know, a baby, another baby. So I'm just gonna wait for my next appointment. Now, with being pregnant and being overweight to begin with, it's kind of a struggle, because there's so much you have to look out for. And I'm not saying that only bigger girls get, you know, more complications, but it is more likely that you do have complications, or, you know, you're diagnosed with something throughout your pregnancy, especially when it comes to like the diabetes, and anybody can get that. But for my last 2 appointments, my blood pressure has been a little high, not something extreme to, you know, where it's just completely out of control. It's just been a little elevated, and that was 2 appointments that I went to, and I've stayed away from salty things, and I've tried my best to like change my eating habits because I know that it is for the benefit of my baby. And you know, but even then, sometimes, you know, they were just telling me, you know, it could just be the pregnancy, and you know, they're just gonna monitor me. So because of my blood pressure levels, nurse practitioner let me know that I'm going to be considered, this is going to be considered a high-risk pregnancy, and I'm going to be transferred to a new OB. And I have an appointment tomorrow with my regular OB just for a checkup, and on Wednesday I'll have an appointment with a specialist, just so they can help me a little better. And you know, I don't need people saying out there, oh, well, just watch what you eat, because I have completely. And even before I got pregnant, I started watching what I ate. And you know, we're human, you know, we crave things, especially being pregnant. And you know, I've tried my best to cut the junk food out, and even drinks and stuff, like no juices. I drink mostly just water. Occasionally I'll have like a drink of juice or something, but nothing like that. I've tried to have a good amount of fruit or vegetables in my diet, but I do still eat other things, so I'm not sitting here claiming that I have this completely healthy lifestyle now, because I don't, you know. But I am doing the best that I can for me and my baby. And you know, symptom wise, I have not had any like tender breasts or anything. I do have nausea on and on, not completely horrible, but I hate having nausea, so it feels horrible when I do have it. And it's that feeling that you get when you don't eat, but then when I eat, it's just, my stomach hurts. And the one other thing that I do notice is that I go to the restroom a lot now. Like I cannot sleep through one whole night because I get up at least 3 times to use the restroom, at least. And then throughout the day, and today I haven't really noticed that I've gone to the restroom that much, but you know, lately I have been in the restroom quite a bit. But beside that, I haven't had any other symptoms, no vomiting. I kind of have some back aches, like right now my lower back is kind of hurting. But beside that, you know, it hasn't been that bad. You know, the one thing I cannot wait for is to find out if we're gonna have a boy or a girl. But obviously I think that doesn't come around to about 16 to 20 weeks. But the good thing is that being like considered high risk, I will be getting like ultrasounds, I believe, every 2 weeks, just so they can, you know, make sure that baby is okay. And you know, that's probably the only benefit to having a high risk pregnancy is the ultrasounds. But you know, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I am beyond happy to be able to have this opportunity to have a child, you know, because I know a lot of people struggle out there, and I can't imagine being in that position. I think the men in our lives, you know, I don't think they have the same attachment obviously with the baby, because the baby's growing inside of us, and it's just like, you know, it's just an emotional roller coaster, and it's such a wonderful thing, and I can't wait to be able to hold my baby in my arms. But you know, beside everything else, my pregnancy has been good so far. And I know a lot of people say just wait a couple more weeks, you know, some things will kick in. And you know what, even if they do, I know it's all for a good purpose, you know, because when you have your baby in your arms, it's gonna be, it's just something that, you know, I can't wait for. So at this point, I don't want to mention my weight because I'm not completely comfortable. You know, I might in a future video, but I am 5'2", and like I said, I was overweight before. I don't have what you would consider a B belly, but my belly does like hang low at the bottom. So I'm just hoping that my belly rounds out as the pregnancy progresses, because who doesn't want to look pregnant when they're having a baby? There's not too much to you know, to report right now at this point, since it's still early on, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see my belly now. Okay, so I know it might not look like much in this shirt, or maybe it's just me because I can't see the lens right, but this is what my stomach looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the side. And my stomach grew up here some. I don't see how, since I'm only 8 weeks. But now for the reveal. This is what it looks like from the front. And I already have stretch marks just because I was overweight before. And this is what it looks like from the side. So you can see my stomach like hangs low here. But for some reason it's like getting round up here. So I'll be doing these updates weekly or bi-weekly. So I'll see you guys in the next video.